Detecting leaks in a car air conditioning system. Leaks in a car's AC system can lead to low refrigerant levels, reducing cooling efficiency and potentially damaging components. Here's a detailed guide on how to detect leaks in the network and components of the system. UV dye and UV light, black light. Soapy water in a spray bottle. Electronic leak detector. Safety gear, gloves and safety glasses. AC manifold gauge set. Inspect hoses and connections. Look for signs of oil residue or dirt buildup around fittings, hoses, and the compressor. Examine the condenser and evaporator. Check for damage or corrosion, especially around the condenser, located in front of the radiator. Check service ports. Inspect the high and low pressure service ports for loose caps or damaged valves. Spray soapy water. Apply soapy water to all accessible connections, hoses, and fittings. Watch for bubbles. Bubbles forming indicate a leak. Pay close attention to joints and bends in the hoses. This method is effective for larger leaks but may not detect smaller ones. Add UV dye. Inject a small amount of A/C compatible UV dye into the refrigerant system using the manifold gauge set. Run the AC system. Let the system run for about 15 minutes to circulate the dye. Inspect with UV light. Use a UV flashlight to scan all components. The dye will glow under UV light, highlighting leak points. Power on the detector. Follow the manufacturer's instructions to calibrate the device. Scan components. Pass the probe around hoses, connections, the compressor, condenser, and evaporator. Detect leaks. The detector will emit a sound or light signal when it senses refrigerant escaping. Difficult to access. The evaporator is often hidden behind the dashboard. Use cabin air vents. Insert the electronic leak detector or UV dye light into the vents to check for leaks in the evaporator. Attach a manifold gauge set. Check the system's pressure. Low pressures on both sides could indicate a leak. Observe over time. If pressure drops over several hours or days without use, it's a sign of a slow leak. Small leaks, tighten loose connections or replace damaged O-rings. Large leaks or component damage, replace faulty parts like hoses, compressors, or condensers. Evacuate and recharge. Once the leak is repaired, evacuate the system and recharge with the correct amount of refrigerant.